Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. In our previous class, we have discussed about the even numbers and the odd numbers. So what are even numbers? You know all multiples of 2 are called even numbers. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on. All the multiples of 2 are called even numbers. And what is odd number? Odd numbers are non-divisible by 2. Odd numbers are those numbers which are not divisible by 2. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and so on. So these numbers are called odd numbers. Remember, every even number is divisible by 2 or 2 is a factor of every even number. And a number can't be both even as well as odd. Now, today our topic is divisibility rules. Today we are going to discuss some rules of divisibility. The first rule says a number is divisible by 2 if its units digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. That means a number like 8, 14, 320, 5496. You can see all the numbers have 8, 4, 0, 6, 2, 8 on its units place. That means the numbers with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 at its units place is divisible by 2. Next, coming to rule 2, divisibility by 4. So, a number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its digits in tens place and units place is divisible by 4. Means, so let's take an example, 232. Here the number formed by its digits in tens place and units place is 32, and you all know 32 is divisible by 4. So from this we can say the number 232 is divisible by 4. Or taking another example, 524. So here its digits in tens place and units place is 24, and 24 is divisible by 4. So the whole number is divisible by 4. You can see the other examples, 312. Here in tens place and units place this is 12, and 12 is divisible by 4. So it is divisible by 4. Taking another example, 508, 1272 and so on. The numbers with tens place and units place divisible by 4 is divisible by 4. Now coming to rule 3, divisibility by 8. It says a number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by its digits in hundreds place, tens place and units place is divisible by 8. That means, for example, in 5408 the number here in hundreds place, tens place and units place this is 408, and 408 is divisible by 8. So the whole number is divisible by 8. In the same way, second example you can see in hundreds place, tens place and units place this is 824, and it is divisible by 8. So the whole number is divisible by 8. The other examples are given here. You can see 7200 or 35,144 and so on. Here the digits in hundreds place, tens place and units place are divisible by 8. Coming to rule 4, the test of divisibility by 3. So here we have to find the numbers which are divisible by 3. Consider a number 4215. So first we shall find the sum of the digits 4, 2, 1 and 5, and the sum is 12. You all know 12 is divisible by 3. So we can say the whole number is divisible by 3. That means a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Taking another example, 35,547. So the sum of the digits 3, 2, 5, 4 and 7 is 21, and you all know 21 is divisible by 3. So the whole number we can say is divisible by 3. In the same way, 123, 6243 and so on, the numbers with sum of digits divisible by 3 is divisible by 3. Coming to rule 5, the test of divisibility by 6. So a number is divisible by 6 if it is divided by 2 as well as by 3. As 2 and 3 are prime factors of 6, we can say the number which is divisible by 2 as well as 3 is divisible by 6. For example, consider the number 35,556. Here the last digit it is 6. So obviously it is divisible by 2, we can say. And for the test of divisibility by 3, we have to find the sum of the digits. Here the sum of the digits is 24, and 24 is divisible by 3. So here we can see this number is divisible by 2 and 3 both. So obviously it is divisible by 6. Coming to another example, 702. You can see here the last digit is 2. So obviously we can say it is divisible by 2. And the sum of the digits 7 plus 0 plus 2 is equal to 9. And 9 is divisible by 3. So the number 702 is divisible by both 2 and 3. That means it is divisible by 6. Another examples are given. You can check whether it is divisible by 6 or not by this process. Now coming to divisibility by 9. A number is divisible by 9 if sum of its digits is divisible by 9. That means as well as divisibility by 3, as same as divisibility by 3. So first we have to find the sum of the digits. Here the sum of the digits 7, 2, 3 and 6 is 18, and 18 is divisible by 9. So the number is divisible by 9. From this we can also say this number is divisible by 3 also, as 18 is divisible by 3. In the same way, the numbers 927, 27,171 and etc. all are divisible by 9. You can check whether it is divisible or not. Next, coming to rule 7, divisibility by 5, and it is so easy. A number is divisible by 5 if its units digit is either 0 or 5. You all know this. Let's take some examples like 250, 725, 4020. You can see all the numbers have 0 and 5 at its units place. So obviously it is divisible by 5, and this is well known to you. Next, coming to rule 8, divisibility by 11. So what is the rule? It says a number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the sum of its digits in odd places from the right side and the sum of its digits in even places from the right side is divisible by 11. Let us take an example, 90,816. Let's find the sum of its digits in odd places from the right side. So from the right side, the sum of the digits in odd places is 6 plus 8 plus 9, that means 23. And the sum of its digits in even places from the right side is 1 plus 0 equal 1. So the difference of the sum is 23 minus 1 equals 22, and you all know it is divisible by 11. So what have to do? We have to first find the sum of the digits in odd places, that means plus first 6 ones place, then odd is third place here is 8, and then the fifth place, in fifth place here it is 9. So 6 plus 8 plus 9 is 23, and the even places, here the second place, in the second place there is 1, and in the fourth place here is 0. So 1 plus 0 is equals to 1. Next we have to find the difference of the sums, and the difference is 22, and it is divisible by 11. So the whole number is divisible by 11. In the same way, this number 1,27,446, here the sum of the digits in even place from right side is, first in second place there is 4, in fourth place there is 7, and in sixth place there is 1. So 4 plus 7 plus 1 equal 12. And next the sum of its digits in odd place from right side is 6, in first place 6, in third place 4, and in fifth place 2. So 6 plus 4 plus 2 is equal to 12, and the difference is 0, and 0 is divisible by every number, 11 also. So this number is divisible by 11. So these are the rules. Now you have to remember a few things. First rule says, if any two numbers x and y, and if x is divisible by y and x is divisible by each of the factors of y, that means, let us take a number 36. 36 is divisible by 12. That means 36 is divisible by each factors of 12. Factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. So 36 is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 also. Second, for any three numbers x, y and z, if x is divisible by y and y is divisible by z, then x is divisible by z. For example, here 72 is divisible by 24, that means x is divisible by y. Here x is 72 and y is 24. Next, y is divisible by z, that means 24 is divisible by 4. So according to the rule, x is divisible by z, that means 72 is divisible by 4. Third, if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, it is divisible by their product. Co-prime number means, you all know what is prime number and what is co-prime number. So 48 is divisible by 2 and 3 both. 2 and 3 are co-prime numbers. So if 48 is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then 40 is divisible by 2 into 3, that means by 6. Next, if a number is a factor of each of the two given numbers, it is a factor of their sum. That means as 3 is a factor of 18 and 24, then 3 is a factor of 18 plus 24, that means 42. 3 is a factor of 42. And the last rule says, if a number is a factor of each of the two given numbers, it is a factor of their difference. That means if 3 is a factor of 18 and 24, then 3 is a factor of 24 minus 8, that means 6. 3 is a factor of 6. So this was the rules of divisibility. Very easy, you all know this previously. So that's all today.